Governor Umo Eno of AKWA IBOM State has hinted on dumping the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for the All Progressives Congress (APC). Speaking at a town hall meeting in AKWA Abasi Federal Constituency on Wednesday, Eno said it is time to move and align the state to APC at the federal level. The governor said the decision was taken after conducting extensive consultations. According to Eno, we are progressively moving forward, linking AKWA IBOM to the center, and I know you're going with us. Are you going with us so we can connect to the center? We thank you for your support. I've gone round to consult, and so we have done enough consultation. The time has come that we will move and we will go to where God is leading us. Do not be afraid. Believe in us. Believe in President Bola Tinubu because our future is bright. We are already a minority state in Nigeria. If we come again and start breaking ourselves into pieces, we become the minority of the minorities and cannot get anything. Eno has always spoken highly of President Bola Tinubu, stressing that the president will remain in power till 2031. In April, the governor had hinted on defecting to the APC because the PDP no longer has the capacity to take him to the next destination. This confirms the fears that arose earlier in April when the governor made declarations that could be aligned to this decision currently. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, Mike, I will begin by saying, first of all, Governor Eno is within his rights to decide on the political party to pinch 10 tweets. Okay. Because right to belonging to any political party, he has that. So we can't take that away from him. But the most important question he has to ask himself is, how did he become the governor of AKWA IBOM State? The people of AKWA IBOM elected him on the platform of People's Democratic Party. Okay, now he wants to shift that mandate of the people to a different political platform. The question is, could there be consequences? And the answer is yes. There could be consequences in the next general election. Don't forget, the grassroots people of AKWA IBOM State gave him that vote. And he was voted by the people on the platform of PDP when we have an APC president at the center. President Muhammadu Buhari then was the president of Nigeria. And the people of AKWA IBOM voted him massively under the platform of PDP. Okay. That raises a serious concern. We wish him well. It is his right to decide any political party to associate with, because freedom of association is one of the fundamental rights as guaranteed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and also the African Charter on Human and People's Rights guarantees freedom of association, and also a UN conventions that Nigeria are signatories to guarantees and allows that. So we can't take that away from Governor Eno. It behoves on the people of AKWA IBOM State to decide whether they will move their mandate with him to the APC or whether they will still retain whomever PDP feels.
How large could their decision-making space be? Considering the fact that this is the governor and he controls and he decides what stands and what does not stand. Like you said, the people will decide if they want to go with him, and we can't tell, because he said he's going to run and make consultations, and we don't know. We can't tell with whom he made consultations with. So you just said the people will decide. How valid is the decision of the people in deciding? Considering, let me give an example. You saw what happened at Delta State, where Governor Oborevwori defected to the APC, and literally all the House of Assembly members went with him. So let's use that question on the question.
Mike, I will ask a rhetorical question. Do we think election rigging, manipulation, ballot boxes, snatches, and all that will continue to be the order of the day in this country? Anybody who thinks that or who believes that it will always be what has always happened, then that person should rethink itself. See, the true power belongs to the people, even though the political class in this country have denied the people the right access to power. But I know, from what I know out there in the streets, because we are grassrooted, we are very close to the people in the streets, we are close to the laborers, we are close to the artisans, we are close to the mechanics who fixes our car, we are close to the vulcanizers out there. We hear their cry and we know what they say. Time shall come in this country when even the electoral umpire cannot manipulate elections. See, Nigerians are beginning to be aware, and I stand to be challenged in any fora. And I use this opportunity to advise politicians to be careful of the way they ride Nigerians. Look, they are taking Nigerians for a ride. And I hinge over 95% of the blame on the ordinary Nigerians who have always allowed the political class to have their way. If you don't accept their peanuts during election, when you call it a bluff and you stand on your grounds during election, you do the right thing, vote, follow up on your votes, even insist on the policeman who is on the unit, voting unit, to maintain decorum. Because the reason we have security agencies flaunted around the polling booths is to maintain law and order. Anything short of that is a crime. So I and you have the responsibility, we have the duty under the law even to be a watchdog the day of election.
Okay.
If you see a wrong, you call it a wrong and you act on it swiftly. So, I mean, the political class should not think that they will always have their way. They will rig. Who rigs the election for them? The grassroots people. So if the people, with what has happened in the country or happening in the country, we still allow them have their way, then so be it. That's all I have to say, Mike.